Hello, it's Common. Let's get into the nitty gritty. What I noticed about Americans is that we love the lies and we believe the lies when they're more entertaining than the truth. And I think we've been programmed to think like this. And I hate to say it, Jerry Springer was probably the downfall. And I hate to admit it, but I used to rush home from work so I could watch an episode of Springer, so I could feel good about my own life. It's like, I don't live like that. I don't have to deal with those type of problems. But guess what? After a period of time, people become desensitized. They think it's just normal. You know, like my wife and I, we talked about if they did a show on us, it would be the most boring show and nobody would watch it because we don't have drama. We sit down, we have issues, we talk about it, we come up with a solution, and we execute that solution. That way, the problem's resolved. But, you know, you watch these shows like The Housewives of Orange County, NBA Wives, and all these other shows. Nobody would watch those shows if they didn't have drama. If these girls weren't throwing drinks on each other, you know, slapping each other. That's Springer, you know. People doing these stupid things, and after a while, it becomes normal. And guess what? It is not normal to throw drinks in people's face. It's not normal to fight with everybody because you have no conflict resolution skills. This is not a normal behavior. And now we have it with the president. Now I know you're going to say I'm a Trump hater. I got Trump derangement syndrome. No, I've got two eyes and a brain. And guess what they tell me? This man brings the drama, lying about every little thing, starting fights everywhere he can. But guess what? I'm going to give you credit. He's more entertaining than Kamala was. He's more entertaining than Obama. I will give you credit. He is definitely more entertaining. But after a while, like me, I stopped watching Springer. And it's like, man, you know, people need to do better with their lives. Is this how you want to live? And with our boy Trump in office, I'm quite sure these 4 years are going to be exciting. But not in a good way. There's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of name calling. And you know what? You get used to it because it is entertaining. But I don't want that for my presidency. I don't want that for my Senate, my Congress. There are certain jobs that should be held to a higher standard. You don't want that from your police officer. You don't want that from your pastor. There are certain jobs in this country. You're an airline pilot. That is not acceptable behavior. To get on a plane and just make a fool of yourself and say stupid shit. You can barely do that as an individual person without getting called out by said people working in airports and possibly getting arrested, not being able to go where you need to go. Because guess what? People find that shit entertaining. You know, I was just watching this video, and it's a sad case. Very sad case. There was a couple of people were fighting. And this lady asked this gentleman to help out. And the gentleman said, no, I'm not helping out. He said, I'm going to put this on World Star. I'm going to get 1 million views off of this video. And that's the country we have become. It's more entertaining. But it's not factual. That gentleman should have stopped, helped somebody out. That could have been, I didn't see any weapons in the video. But, you know, he seemed like he was a bigger man. He could have possibly helped out. But he chose not to do so because of entertainment value. My fellow Americans, you're doing the same thing. You're getting hooked on Trump for entertainment value. I got friends on Facebook, and they talk about Trump. Oh, yeah, he's got a couple of mean tweets, but this is, as you got used to it. I know most of the people that are friends, I am friends with on Facebook, they don't have that in their personal life. I know them. I know their wives, their kids. They don't have that. So why would you want that for the country? Because it's entertaining? Yes, I will give you that. But is it good for the nation? No, we're a laughing stock. I've said this in a previous video. I like to travel. When I get outside this country, people ask questions. Why would you nominate a buffoon? Somebody that just does things. Don't get me wrong. Everybody says he's a great businessman. No, Trump is not a great businessman. Obviously, if you know his history, he's put a lot of places out of business. And guess what? How often do casinos go bankrupt? The house always wins. We all know that. And he did it. But Trump is the greatest salesman, greatest marketer. I'll give him credit. Running a business, I don't think he could do it. But as a marketing genius for said business, I think he's good. I'll give credit where credit's due. But it's getting old. My fellow Americans, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You vote the way you want. You like the things you want. But would you want this for your own personal life? This drama all the time. The name calling all the time. It gets old. And we're going to go through another 4 years of this with this gentleman. Because the lies were more entertaining than the truth. And on that note, learn more so you can do better.